What's out there, bub? So today's a grass cutting day, and at least this morning is. Well, it's a quarter after 11. But I just wanted to clean some of this dust off. This is one of my restoration projects, and then I got to get back to the dragster. I got to cut and buff it. But if I leave the door open and the kittens can go in and out a little bit, they don't venture too far. So just want to get some of this dirt and chemicals I spill on here. Antifreeze. So my wireless headphones took a crap, and I got to go back to wired headphones. And then I rigged up my weed poison on the back, so that'll mix while I'm driving. Usually flattens my beers pretty fast, so I figured it'll definitely help with that. And then I'm gonna go spray the fence line and the grass that grows where you don't want it to grow. And the cats, for some reason, have an obsession with sniffing the poison. Well, I'm also filming some of the mowing as well. You can see me go up and back, and it's a shame I'm not drinking beer right now, because I would load up some beer. So we'll film a little bit of this, see what I gotta do. the roof decided to leak, and it wasn't the roof itself. It was, well, on this side there's probably less wind. It wasn't the roof itself. It was the air conditioners. The covers on the air conditioners started to leak, and they had cracks in them. And being the bus is jacked up in the back, the water started to settle towards the front and eventually filled up and started coming through the vents. So I started to make covers for all the air conditioner units, and then I said, you know what? I have a brand new bus cover. I wrapped the air conditioner units in plastic, and I threw the bus cover on, and I left it as is, so everything can dry out inside. And then as of now, I got to order 4 new air conditioner covers, and I could take this back off and go back to doing what I'm doing. But this is just give you a peek. This is the current situation. It's kind of windy today. But as she sits, that's it. So the transmission's in and connected. Filter's on. The new lines are run. The electrical box, which is the stainless steel latches I bought, weren't really stainless steel. Thank you, China. And the battery box is in, and I put all new LED lights in. So from here, like I said, to move on, I want to do the air conditioner cover so I can take the cover off and know that the inside's not going to flood. And I'll probably still finish the air conditioner covers I was making that are made out of an old cover like this. And I guess I can show you inside, but I haven't been inside either really since winter started. So maybe we'll do another video in there, and I'll finish spraying the poison. So I'm gonna wrap this back up and then finish spraying, and then we'll go inside, I guess. Alright, we'll go inside and we'll go over a list of things I want to do. So, it don't look too bad. I got a couple pieces of the ceiling down because this is where it was leaking real bad. Looks like there's a little bit of white mold growing. I couldn't pull it down there. It was so, at least it's all dried out. So I know everything's dry now. I gotta get a better camera. So the floors look okay, everything's good. This is the rear bedroom. Looks like I already got to that smoke alarm. There's nobody in here to hear it, so. So, what I found out was this air conditioner, all of the ducts were taken out, so I had to put them back in. Used it one time, and water was dripping through the vents and through here. and I couldn't figure out why. I thought maybe it was clogged, but what it was the unit itself is bent, like it's bent this way, like somebody kind of hit something with it. So what was happening was these air units drain out of the back of the tray, and this one wasn't draining. It was going towards the front of the tray, filling up, and then coming in through the vents. So that's what was happening with the ones in the front, because there was a crack in the plastic. We had so much rain this year, filling the trays up and being the buses on an angle forward, was enough water to fill all the way up over the ledge that was there and then start coming in through the AC vents. So to alleviate that, I drilled a single hole towards the front of the tray, just in case that happens again, it could drain off. And I'm going to get new AC unit covers. And then this one here, I drilled a hole to drain, and I'll have to test it once the bus is going again, and see if that's done with. If not, I'll have to get a new unit or try to bend it back up, but I'm not worried about it. All this has to come out. These sticky tiles that were here, the glue stayed, and it's a nightmare. So all that stuff's got to come out, and I got to put a camera in back here, which I have. Go camera I bought, and I got to run the wire. I got to fish the wire all the way to the front. So I got to figure that out. It doesn't smell in here at all. I kind of expected it to. The fridge is empty. All the lights are green. So my plans is hopefully once the motor's in, get in here, rip out the air wipers, rip out these sticky tiles, clean the glue off, and then I'm gonna come up with something new to wrap around that curve, probably slats of wood or something. And then I gotta finish the dash, mount the radio, and then on this side of the bus, I'm gonna get rid of this computer table because I don't need that, and build like a diner booth that will also work out as a bed, because this almost covers this couch unfolds and just about covers 3/4 of this aisleway, and I figured even if that's like not necessarily a double but a little wider than a twin, at least we'll have a place to sit and eat, because the few times that we went out in it, that we actually went camping in it, it rained, so there was no place to sit inside but the couch and on the floor, and I had 7 people in here at one time, and 3 or 4 of us were on the floor and 1 in the chair. So I'm going to put some kind of booth in, and then because of the mid-entrance door, which is nice, but it kills the layout that way, there's like a makeshift kind of bed, which I was going to kind of put back or either turn into another couch and cut out part of that partition that's over there for viewing forward, because I don't know what to do with that bed. My son's too tall for it anymore, and when we use the bus he sleeps on a couch anyway because the TV's up here. Oh, and that's the other thing too, is I got rid of the satellite TV because that's obsolete, and that was the tallest part of the bus, which I don't need anymore. I mean, with Wi-Fi, all you need is Wi-Fi, and you can watch TV. So I may replace that TV and get a smart TV. It'll be easier to broadcast or whatever. We'll see. And then that's about it for now. That'll probably take up the next 10 years, to be honest with you. But anyways, so for being stowed as long as this thing has, my biggest concern is the tires. But for inside, it's not too bad. I mean, there's nothing, doesn't smell. There's a couple weird things. I may do away with this carpet. I don't know. Get a different type of carpet. It's kind of beat. I got a lot of the parts from the engine in here, the frames and radiator pipes and air intake and the air cleaner, because I didn't want it to get dusty in the shop. I don't know where the hell all this duct tape came from. But oh, and I'll probably either that chair, the passenger seat chair is nice, but it doesn't match anything. So I may reupholster that. And the driver's seat's nice, and but it doesn't really go with anything. So I may do both, or one to match the other. And then there's these Vintage Air makes these 16,000 BTU heaters that have like 3 air ducts. And my intentions for the future are to mount one in the front here, do away with this huge heater that really doesn't do anything. It's terrible. And then I can run the defrosters and everything right off the Vintage Air unit, and then put a Vintage Air unit back near the bathroom, and then duct in a duct to the bedroom, bathroom, and the kitchen area, so that when the bus is underway I have heat from the motor. Because the only heat I really have are these 2 electric heaters, and then you have to run the generator and everything. It's too much. And the one I have up front here was it was like somebody blowing through a tube with their mouth. So I'm going to eliminate that thing too. It takes up too much room. I'd really like to be able to put a spare tire somewhere with some tools in case I blow a tire. We'll figure that out. First things first is the motor, and I got to get the motor together. And then I'll finish a video inside to show what's got to be done on the motor. So there's the computer desk that I'm either going to get rid of, or maybe get rid of that section by the window. And then this is that bed that was my son's, but it's too small. So I think I might cut this partition out, or at least cut a section of it out. And I don't know, I might do the that wall too down there, just so you could see forward, or it could be a bed. So there's towards the back of the bus, which is a mess, and here's towards the front. So there's some bus parts and the air cleaner. So that's where I want to build the booth, is like here, that way. I'd like to get a booth that I could get like 6 people at, but at least it'll be tight.